So, in terms of how you went about raising money, in other words, going to market to raise capital. So, how did you go about raising capital? What were some of the major steps in that process? Can you take us through that?
Yeah. So I think that there are sometimes you see companies and entrepreneurs and investors. They tell you raise when you can, not necessarily when you need.
Yes.
Right? Um, I don't feel like that. I personally, and for my companies, I don't feel that that's the right way to go. I think raise what you need when you need it for a reason. Like build a plan, know where you want to go, where you want to be in a year, in 2 years. Don't think too far ahead. 2 years is plenty, for a young startup. But do that plan. You know, analyze the risks, analyze competition, analyze everything that there is to analyze, and think of the real actual number that you're going to put to work if you are also to be efficient. I mean, there are, you know, methods, right? There is the method of burn as much as possible to grow as much as possible, and there is the other like doctrine, the capital efficient. I'm more of a capital efficient guy, even though we are growing super quickly. I also think that it's very healthy as a business to not just burn everything that you have in order to grow quickly and then raise them again and run through different funding rounds. Um, so the process is first and foremost understand that this is what you really need in order to grow, but really for real, not just because that's what startups usually do. The business is not raising money. Startups is not in the business of raising money. Startups are in the business of building businesses, not raising money. And sometimes it's hard to remember that. So that's first step, right? That's first step. Understand that that's what you really, really, really need according to your very in-depth plan. When you have that, then everything becomes much easier because you have reasons for everything. You have answers for everything. You understand your business and your market and your competition and everything all throughout. And when you speak with investors and you know everything that there is to know, the goods and the bads, it just becomes much easier because you do that for a reason. You don't do that because you can. You don't do that because other people do that. You do that because that's what the business needs. And venture funds, PEs, investors, they're smart. They can analyze a business. They can see what you see, right? So if you're aligned, and that's what happened with us, it becomes much easier.